What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time stopping in, go down below and hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. You're probably wondering what the heck we're doing, pulling apart another headliner. We kind of had a little oopsie on the first one, and I was trying to locate a new headliner, which is not the easiest thing, again, during COVID right now, this whole crisis going on. Parts and shipping just takes forever, and I was scavenging on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist all the time, Ruger Stop, looking for a new headliner, because I didn't want to pay $400 plus shipping for a new headliner. Outrageous. So I was looking on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist all the time, and I was trying to find a parted out second gen to get one for cheap. I ended up snagging this one up for 50 bucks. Can't beat that. And we already went ahead and tore off the fabric like you guys just saw. And this is how it should look. I'll show you the mistake that happened on the first one. So it's already peeling at the very top corner here under where the A-pillar was. It was covering it up. This whole corner right here on the first one out of my truck was peeling up. And when it peeled up, it decided to take the fabric, the foam, and the first layer of this, I don't know, what is this, fiberglass material, whatever this material is. So this is how it should look. You should have the foam from the original fabric we just took off, then a thin layer of whatever this stuff is, fiberglass, and then another layer of foam, and then your bottom layer. So what happened on the first one was everything came off essentially, and all we had left was that very bottom layer, and it was super flimsy, and I couldn't lay any fabric onto it. So this is how it should look. All the foam's still on here. Technically, I could lay over this with the new fabric, but I don't want to have any chances of messing it up, because right here where the visors were, kind of had a little bit of foam missing. So I just would rather just take it all off, start fresh, do it the correct way, and get the new fabric on here. Sorry about the whole headliner fiasco. I know you guys have been waiting for this video for a very long time. After the headliner happened, I ended up getting a new truck, and then after that, I got the new car, we got a new dog. A lot of things happened. Christmas happened, the holidays, birthdays happened. So it's just been a crazy couple of months, but now we're back on it, and after this, next video will be the Starlight headliner. So we're on it, we're going to stay on it, and so with that being said, we're going to get started on getting all this off. So we got our gloves right here, multiple different wire brushes. We have more down here if we need them, but this should do the job. I also got my handy dandy little Milwaukee vacuum, of course Milwaukee, come on now, to go ahead and vacuum up as we brush it off, the little piles, help brush it off as we go, keep it clean. But yeah, we're going to do a quick little time lapse. You've already seen this done before, so let's get to it. So like you guys just saw, we got the headliner completely stripped down, and I went through with the air compressor and blew it all off. And actually, when I was blowing it off, I could see a little bit of fuzzies kind of blowing in the wind, so I kept blowing it off as I was cleaning it to make sure I was completely cleared off, especially like these little hard to reach corner spots up here. But we're good to go now. I went ahead yesterday and picked up some of this 3M headliner adhesive, which I did a little bit of research, and this was a highly recommended one, as well as there's like a Permatex headliner adhesive too. This stuff's $25 a can. Pretty expensive compared to the Permatex, which is $14.99. So hopefully this has better quality. I mean, 3M always puts out pretty good products, but should only need 1 can, which is weird that these were both $25 and they're the same exact size, but 1 can selling. They're weird, interesting. Anyways, side note.
That is weird.
It is weird, yeah. But anyways, I should only need 1 can, so if I don't use the other can, I'm definitely gonna return and get my 25 bucks back. And then I also picked up some razor blades at Home Depot today to cut out all the edges for the lights and the overhead console, everything, and the handles, all that stuff, all the holes and everything. But finally gonna open up this fabric. Been dying to check this stuff out. I've had it freaking, oh god, at least 3 or 4 months now. So open this up and see how it feels. It's already got the foam backing all on it. I'll put it in the description down below where I got it from. I can't remember the website link because I can't remember where I got it, to be honest. I just know that they sell fabric. They specialize in headliner fabric. So I'll go back in my email and find who I bought it from. But I'll have it linked down below if you guys want to check them out. But let's get this fabric opened up. We'll lay it out, cut off all the excess. Not too much though. I want to leave it a little extra till I get it completely formed into place. And then we'll do half at a time. I'll spray this half, spray the other half of the other back of the fabric, which I'll go over here in a minute. But let's get to it. Alright, so as you guys can see, laid out the fabric on top. I have plenty of extra. As you can see down here, the headliner stops right here, and I probably got an extra 2 feet. I ordered an extra so that way I can do the visors and everything. But currently it is 37 degrees here in town, so we're having to run the heater. So I'm gonna have to time lapse just pretty much me laying it out. Otherwise there'll be heater noise. Otherwise maybe I'll just put music to her filming instead because the heater's too damn loud. But I have to have it on because on here it recommends spraying between 65 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 37 out. So we got up to 65, 66 right now, but I gotta turn it back on so it doesn't start going back down because the insulation here is absolutely terrible in this garage. But let's get to laying this stuff. I'm excited, and this stuff feels and looks really nice.
Really nice.
It's a black suede. Yeah, it's black suede. And like you can see right here, it's got the foam backing on it, like I said, so that we don't have to lay it on your foam and then your fabric on top of that. But I'm gonna get to cutting off the extra. So we're about to start spraying the glue, and I got half of it folded over, and I'm using the cardboard roll that came with the headliner to help it so it doesn't get a hard crease in the middle. If you do end up getting a hard crease, it'll go away in a day or two, they say, from the heat of the car and everything. So don't worry about it if you do end up getting one. But I'm going to try to avoid that because this stuff looks like it's going to crease pretty easily if you're not careful.
Right there, trying to.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it's going to happen. We're just trying to avoid it as much as possible and get any out that we see as we go. But let's start spraying the glue. Now we're going to let it set up and get tacky, and then we'll start laying it down. I'm just going to spray a little extra in those corners where I want them to really stick. Looks like we're gonna use 2 cans.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so I started to lay it over and I needed her help, so she had to put the camera down and we didn't have time to put it on the tripod because it was, you lay it down now or you're done.
Hectic.
And I kind of had a little bit of mess up on this corner here, as you can see, a little bit of creases, but I think when I fold the edge over, I'll be able to pull it and put a little bit more glue under the edge, because what happened was it separated from the foam a little bit because I was trying to adjust it and the glue decided to set up on me faster than I anticipated on. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Once you go through and cut off the edges and poke all the holes, it'll start to look more like a headliner, but looking really good right now. It feels amazing, 100 times better than what it was. But we're gonna pull over this other side and get the front half done, because this is the back side. And I laid down some plastic over it so that way I didn't get any onto the front of it, because I didn't want it. That's like the worst nightmare, is getting glue on the front of it. But I also slid it on the table so that when I get glue all over the ground, I put some plastic on the wood so that way it didn't end up sticking to the wood or anything. Just little tips that I wanted to share with you guys. But we're gonna go and get the front of it done now, and then we'll get to cutting off all the excess and wrapping it around to glue the top and secure all the edges and everything. But yeah.
Pray for us.
Yeah, for real. Alright, so it's got all the fabric laid down like you guys can see, and it looks pretty good if I do say so myself. Little crease in that corner right there, but I'm going to be able to fix it. I fixed the one back here, as you guys can see. Looks good. Yeah, I like it. But I'm going to go through and trim off a little bit around the edges, because I don't want to overlap too much around the back side. And then after that, we'll flip it over and throw some glue on the edges here and pull it tight. And then I'll be able to get the crease out of the top here once I pull the edge tight. So we just got all the holes cut out, and it seemed like when I was cutting them that there was a lot more holes than there are. But I was a little bit nervous doing it, but we got them all cut out. Everything looks good. We're going to go and flip it over, and I have just enough to spray all the edges. I went and made some relief cuts around the edges too. That way I can pull it all tight and make it look good. Oh, my blade's a little dull now.
Very.
Yeah, I need to get a new blade. And like that, we're all wrapped up. We got all the holes cut out, and it's all wrapped around the edges, everything. It turned out, honestly, a lot better than I thought it was gonna. I'm really impressed and happy with the end result here. I think it looks really good. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of it. I'm gonna let it sit here and dry overnight, and then the next video we're gonna start working on the fun Starlight headliner, which I believe we got 700 stars and 209 shooting stars. But in the next video we'll be installing the Starlight headliner finally. I'm super excited to get that on. This is a long time coming. It looks super good, and I'm super happy with the quality of it. Like I said, I'll put the link down below for this fabric I got, and also the website, so you guys can check them out. They have multiple different colors and multiple different finishes. This is a suede black, and it looks freaking amazing. Really high quality, feels really good, doesn't feel cheap, and the foaming on the back was really nice, and it was pretty easy to work with. Let's see, mistakes that I made. That corner over there, like I showed you guys before, I ripped the fabric from the foam, and you can kind of tell how it's a little bit lighter right there, because I put on too much glue. So make sure you don't put on too much glue, and if you do, let it completely tack up before you start laying it out. The holes, I'd recommend cutting it from the back side. It's a lot easier to obviously see where the hole is. Other than that, pretty self-explanatory, pretty straightforward. But that's gonna wrap up today's video. We got the headliner completely stripped down and the new fabric on it. Next video, we'll be putting the Starlight headliner in. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go down below, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your post notifications are turned on so you don't miss when we upload. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.
And then,
la, 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 la.